Morning. It is Thursday, January 5th. We're giving you a live look out over Rancho Cordova right now. See those cloudy skies and even some sun peeking through. Much calmer than last night. Take a look at what we had earlier this morning around 3:30. This is what our cameras caught. Multiple lightning strikes just seen throughout the city. And of course, we saw multiple lightning strikes as well in El Dorado County last night. This is video sent in to us from viewers in El Dorado Hills and Mount Outcome. Good morning, everybody. I'm Mike Cherry. For now, we are seeing that lull. Let's get more on this with meteorologist Tamara Berg. It's not going to last too long, though. Right.
Much like we saw that narrow band of those thunderstorms march through. If you missed the light show, that short window, you may miss this short window of the sunshine out there as well. So there's these periods today that you get in on some activity and some action, and then most of the day we spend seeing the next round kind of getting ready to ramp to move through. Right now, you'll notice that there's, again, activity that's kind of winding down for the valley in the Sierra. That's the big focal point for the morning. As we're watching that snow come down, we'll get a closer look at that in just a moment. But a closer view of where it's currently raining. It's really coming down in Lakeport, and especially here around Clear Lake. You notice that rain picks up the pace a bit around Hidden Valley Lake, and then down I-5, that rain's really coming on through there in Arbuckle at a good moderate clip. Around Stockton, Modesto, things have eased up as far as the rainfall goes. We're actually seeing some breaks of sunshine as well in the Port City. Sonora still seeing occasional rain showers, and again, up at the top, that snow is coming down. You're also noticing that there's still a few areas here as we're at the top of this 8 o'clock hour dealing with gusty winds. Nowhere near the extent of how gusty it was last night that triggered more tree damage, more power outages. But right now, these wind speeds are in the range of 21 in Sacramento, a little stronger as you get into Yuba City at 28 miles an hour. Winds are zipping around Placerville, and it's another breezy morning with those winds up and over 20 there in Placerville. Hour by hour here for the valley, as even though we're seeing some of that break of sunshine, it's not going to stick around all day. In fact, as we get beyond about midday, do plan for more showers, and that could linger all the way into the afternoon drive home for a lot of folks. And some of that rain could intensify, becoming heavier at times, especially by midday into early afternoon. We get beyond the evening, and then things will start to settle down a little bit. We'll get a chance to catch our breath rain-wise for Friday, but then there is more rain and snow ahead over the weekend. I'll have a closer look at that timing in just a little bit, but a better look at the snowfall timing on that throughout the day. We bring in meteorologist Heather Waldman. She's got you covered with that fluctuating elevation and how much we could expect.
Hey there, Tamara. Yeah, and while we're kind of showery in the valley, the snow, as you mentioned, a lot steadier as you go up into the mountains, especially up above 6,000 feet for the time being. But we do expect that snow level to change. So let's go over conditions on I-80, what we're expecting for the rest of today. Right now, the snow level about 6,000 feet. The snow is steady, and it's a little breezy too, so that's dropping the visibility in addition to those poor road conditions. Later today, snow level is going to drop to about 5,000 feet. That's as cooler air pours in on the backside of all of these showers once a cold front goes through, and we'll look for another 3 to 6 inches down to about 6,000 feet through the rest of the day today. There's a live look at Donner Summit. You can see what I mean with the wind kind of blowing things around. Visibility at least improved compared to what it was an hour ago, but still not all that great. And you can see traffic getting through on Highway 50 at Twin Bridges. Okay, but notice in both cases the roads are snow covered. We've got chain controls up. As far as travel conditions for the rest of this week, yeah, today's going to be tough with the snow, with the wind. Friday should be better. There will be some snow covered side streets, but the highways look good. And we'll watch for more of this on Sunday. Erin, how are the roads looking?
Yeah, let's start up on 80. So we talked about how this was getting busier all morning long. That's a live look at I-80 at 89. And yep, chain controls, they're in effect on 80, on 50. No matter where you get into the Sierra, you're going to need your chains, and you're going to see people stopped putting them on. So this is 89. If we shoot it on down to 50, they had avalanche control in effect. They were stopping traffic at Echo Summit. That's not the case anymore. That was lifted. And yep, hey, look, those maps are finally cooperating. That was lifted. You can see those cars finally zipping by. The greater area, we are seeing quite a few wrecks in Sacramento alone. We have 2 that you need to talk about. And well, that's 80. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. 80, 50, 80, 50. 2 wrecks to speak of. One near Davis. That's a hit and run with no injuries over here. And then one at Waterman Road. And that is an unknown injury wreck at the moment. We'll have updates here in a little bit. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Erin. Take a look here. Very familiar scene last night. Trees knocked down due to wind, falling into power lines. This is what it looked like out in Loomis as a tree came down along Horseshoe Bar Road. Crews out there working overnight to try and get that power back up and running for people. And we saw SMUD crews out there also trying to restore power. The utility sending us video of their crews working on down power lines last evening. Meanwhile, our lakes and rivers are seeing the impact from all the rain that we've seen over the past week. KCR3's Mike Tassell joins us live now at Nimbus Dam with a look at what's happening with that current water runoff. Mike.
Yeah, and just to give you a visual of how much water's come through, if the rain hitting your windows overnight wasn't enough, this a live look at Nimbus Dam and 10 of the gates open and the water flowing through here. You can see the white water churning there at the bottom of the dam. There's a lot of water making its way through the American River system right now. And just to give you a sense of how dramatically things continue to change just upstream at Folsom Lake, remember during that New Year's storm right after it, I was detailing how Folsom Lake, the level rose some 30 feet in just a couple of days, and now it has dropped another 10 feet because they're letting about twice as much water out right now as is coming into the lake. Because remember, Folsom Lake, the reservoir there is largely and predominantly a flood control reservoir. So they're making sure they have adequate room for all the snow and rain and runoff that will ultimately be making its way through Folsom Lake as we go through the rest of the wet season and then into the melting season for all that snowpack up there. But again, this just a visual look at the amount of water making its way down the American River. 10 gates open right now this morning as, again, about twice as much water coming out of Folsom Lake than going into the lake right now because of the potential for even more storms and more runoff to make its way into Folsom Lake in the coming days and weeks. Live here on the other side of the dam from Lake Natoma, Mike Tassell, KCRA 3 News.
All right, thank you so much, Mike. Let's take a live look right now at the power outages across the state this morning. At least in our area, nearly 1,500 customers currently without power. A majority of those outages coming in the El Dorado County. That's where more than 4,000 people are still in the dark this morning. And we're still learning developments in that severe weather from the weekend. The family of a missing woman now identifying her as one of 3 people who were killed during the storm. The body of May King Lamb was found Wednesday morning off Dillard Road and Highway 99. Her body was found in a field. And hours later, crews finding the body of another victim. This is a scene in Galt on New Hope Road. Officials found the body inside of a vehicle that was impacted by the flooding.
Please use caution. If you see a large body of water, please don't try to drive through it. Find alternate routes, or if you're able, shelter in place, stay home. Just keep yourself as safe as you can, especially right now.
And on Sunday, the body of a man was found inside a submerged vehicle in the same area near Highway 99. Several vehicles were trapped by the flooding on that part of the highway. Dozens of folks had to be rescued over the weekend. And that storm turned deadly in the Bay Area as well. A baby was killed when a redwood tree fell onto a home in Sonoma County last night. This happened in a rural town called Occidental. The child's parents were in the home at the time, but we're told they were not physically hurt. Governor Newsom now proclaiming a state of emergency as the storm moved in. This declaration cuts regulations to allow the state to respond to the storm easier and faster. The director of the state's Department of Water Resources explained which parts of Northern California are considered most at risk.
I think the most vulnerable places in California right now are rural levees. They are not required to meet the same standards as the levees that protect our more urban communities.
And the state of emergency allows the California National Guard to help with disaster response. It directs Caltrans to request immediate help from the federal government to help with any needed highway repairs. Plus, it allows for other support for cities and counties to respond to and recover from the storm. Now, this morning, we've also learned of a closure in El Dorado County. Officials there have decided to close county offices in South Lake Tahoe. That decision made because of the current road and weather conditions. They're urging everyone to stay safe. And of course, our weather coverage will continue on the KCR3 app. Just download that free app to follow the storm and get those breaking news alerts.